You right, everyone? Rosie? Oi! Oi! You're right in the way of the camera. Look! Look! Look, there's a camera here, look. Look, look. Look, there, look. Look, people of YouTube are watching, look. Right. You're right, everyone, Dancentral here. And welcome to a brand new video. And... What are you doing? Just setting up for this video just before I started pressing the record button, and she was already walking around. I thought she would sort of wander off, but she decided to stick around for a bit. And I'm not even going to put that as like an outtake because that's really quite cool, so I'm just going to leave that in. It reminds me of a video I did with my good friend Gashead Steve, along with Interghost and Shock 16 for our Sunday show. It was actually the finale episode of our first season. And he did this really cool skit where he had the kind of the famous Fenton video kind of voice playing with that bloke shouting for his dog who goes running across that field, and his dog Lila kind of runs up to the camera and starts sniffing it. So you are gorgeous, right? So she'll probably wander off in a minute, but for the time being, you've got a joint pickups video with myself, Dancentral, and my beautiful dog, Rosie. So, you feel free to do whatever you want to. I'm just going to carry on, alright? So, this is a pickups video. Now, I haven't done a pickups video for a while either. I do them quite sparsely because I don't buy too much frequently, really, mainly because I always have a lot to sort of pay out for anyway, that's not gaming related, and yeah, I've always got stuff going on as well. So I always want to make sure that when I do buy something, I'm definitely going to play it as opposed to just sitting on the shelf as part of a collection, because I don't agree with... I don't agree with... Excuse me? Oi! Do you mind? Do you mind? Thanks very much for that. This is what you get for deciding, oh, it's going to be a great idea to do a pickups video on the floor. Oh well, it's different. She's never done that before when I've been shooting a video, so that's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with that. It's different. So yeah, and I'm not a fan of just collecting for collecting's sake. So if I'm going to buy something, it's going to be something that I'm definitely going to play. If I'm not going to play it, and I know for a fact I'm only going to buy it just to go with a load of other, entries into the series, then what's the point? So for that reason, I tend to buy things every so often as opposed to frequently. So I've got a few things to show you. There's the odd thing that's not necessarily gaming related, and I've also got another really exciting thing which I'm so eager to get going, and because my brother's actually coming down today actually, and he's a little bit more technology minded than me when it comes to like certain things. He can do it with me, and we'll see if we can get this working. So without further ado, first thing I want to show you guys that I picked up, my brother picked it up on the day of release, and he said it cost £40, whereas I'm seeing it at 45 quite a lot, so he must have just happened to find it where they'd maybe knocked £5 off it, or just somewhere they just happened to be selling it for 40, because it was on release day. So either that, or maybe he did spend 25 and then I spent 20. I'm not too sure, but he reckoned it was 40, so I do believe him. He obviously found it somewhere that was just selling it for 40. So I gave him 20, he then paid 20, and so basically we paid half each. So it only cost me 20 really, because he's leaving it down here as well, because he doesn't live here at the minute. So that is Call of Duty then, Advanced Warfare, Day Zero edition as well, so obviously it's got a different cover. Do you know what? A lot of people have been saying that this is just like any other Call of Duty entry. When are they going to finally, kill the series? It's just been slaughtered to death now. Seriously, come on. But do you know what? Despite what people have been saying, I really like it. I really like it. I like the fact that I actually think it is a lot different to some of the earlier entries into the series. For me, mainly because there's basically, I like the fact that there's a Titanfall feel to it. If you've played Titanfall, that's a great game. And you've got the introduction of Goliaths now, so you can kind of they kind of shoot down from the ceiling when you kind of deploy them, and you can go inside them, and then it makes sure. That little pause for a second where she's looking at the camera, I'm looking at her. That's brilliant. I love that. You do realise I'm trying to talk about Call of Duty. Cheers. That was brilliant. That was so good when she was looking at the camera, and then I just looked at her, and then we just froze for a second. It was like out of body experience. Whatever. So yeah, sorry. Call of Duty. I love this dog so much. Right. So this is. I just think it's great. The Goliaths, where you can basically go inside them, and they're like make you a lot bigger, and you go zoom, zoom, and you make sure guns more powerful and stuff. I just love it, and I'm basically playing through Exo Survival at the minute with my brother. We've got, I think there's 4 tiers, and you have to get through all of them, and then you have to basically do them all in order to unlock zombies. So we're currently working through that. I'm yet to start the single player campaign. So I've just been doing Exo Survival. I've played online multiplayer a little bit, but I'm not great. So I just try and get my head in there so you can see me. I'm not really that kind of used to the online multiplayer bit of this at the minute. But I like the new maps that are on there, stuff like that. So do you know what? I can understand what people are saying, but I do think the fact that you can use big machines that you can enter now, a bit like in Titanfall, to make yourself more powerful, I think it's really cool. And I also like the fact you can double jump now as well, which I think is really good for getting up to higher ledges and also covering long distances too. So despite what some people have been saying, I do like Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. To be fair, it doesn't take a lot to please me anyway when it comes to games, unless it is shockingly bad. So I'm pretty laid back, to be fair. But I can understand that hardcore fans would be a bit like, look at that light coming through the door. It looks like something's come from heaven. There we go. What my dog's doing is she's very kind of interested in certain things. She's very inquisitive, which means she's very she likes to explore basically. So she'll push that door open and then come out again, and push that door open and come out again. But they stick because they get stuck. So when you can see the lights now shining through this door, and when she opens that door, it'll do the same again. And if she carries on, I'll have to shut them both properly, so she can't nudge them open. But anyway, yeah. So despite what people are saying, I do like Advanced Warfare, but I know the kind of reaction is quite split on it. So yeah, I think it's really cool. If you have got an Xbox One, see, she's doing it again. I can shut you in there. It's not a problem. Right, she'll probably start clawing to get out in a minute. Right, I'm trying to do a pickups video, and so far the video's just been all about my dog. Right, so yeah, I know the reaction's been quite split on this, but I really do like it. And if you've got an Xbox One, because I've got an Xbox One as opposed to 360, feel free to add me. My gamer tag is Stormblade123, STORMBLADE123, and I'll be on Advanced Warfare actually probably later on today with my brother playing this as well. So I do like playing it on my own, but it's nothing like playing it with someone. Like when I play it with my brother later, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be smashing it up big time, so it's going to be good. Okie doke. Right, now this next one, kind of when I picked it up I thought it was one thing, and then when I did some research online, which I was actually researching to see how much it was worth, I actually found out something else in the process which I wasn't aware of, and then completely changed my whole reaction to it altogether. You'll see what I mean now, actually. So I was in a charity shop last week, actually, and I was going through the CDs because I'd gone through they had a few DS games in there, but they weren't anything special. There was like some little girls' games like Barbie and stuff, you know, random stuff like that, and I was like, yeah, whatever. And there was brain training in there, but I do have that anyway. So that was pretty much it. So didn't really kind of do much with that. DVD wise, there wasn't anything that really jumped out. So I started going through the CDs, and I picked up actually a few CDs for some of my fitness classes that I can use, some sort of dance stuff. And then I was going through a bit further, and then I saw this, Mortal Kombat 3. Now, because it was in the CD section, and to be fair, that's probably what the woman in the charity shop probably thought automatically it was a CD, because a lot of workers that work in charity shops, they're not gaming minded, they don't really know what's what kind of thing, and obviously I don't know what's what either, because I thought it was if that is what they thought, then I thought exactly the same, because I thought this was the Mortal Kombat 3 CD music soundtrack. I generally did, because it doesn't have anything on there to suggest to me that it's an actual game. Well, possibly it does, but I didn't catch on to that, basically. And because I've got it on the SNES, and I'd not seen it up close and personal on the sort of PC before, I didn't think of that at all. I just didn't. So I thought it was the CD soundtrack, and I thought, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And also, when I looked on the back, as you can see there, hopefully, it was only 49p. So I was like, oh, and I thought it might actually be worth more than that. Not that I'm looking to sell it, but I thought, you know what, Mortal Kombat 3, music soundtrack, I don't know, maybe it's rare. It's not, but maybe it's rare, and it'll be worth quite a bit more, and I've only got it for 49p, so it'll make a great video. I can say I got it for a massive bargain, and da-da-da-da. So anyway, came home with it. It was feeling really good, thinking it was still a CD, and da-da-da. Started doing some research, looking it up on Amazon and eBay and stuff to try and see how much it was worth. Little did I know, not only do I find out it's not really worth too much at all, but I also then stumble across the fact that that's not even a CD soundtrack. It's actually the game on PC. Right, let's shut this door properly. There we go. It's actually the game on PC. So I was like, oh man. So it is the game on PC, but all is not lost, because it does still play as a CD. At least it does in iTunes. I put it into my PC, and unfortunately this doesn't work on my PC because I got Windows 8, which is obviously the most recent version of Windows at the minute. And this, I would imagine, would probably work on something like Windows 95, Windows 9, because actually looking on the back, it's got the date of 1995 on it. So I would have thought, you know, 95, 98 maybe, maybe even XP, possibly at a push, I don't know. If not, then maybe 2000. So yeah, it would have been an earlier version of. I know you can run compatibility mode with Windows 8. You can actually get it to reconfigure itself to actually run in sort of XP or Vista mode, which is what I actually did, because I know how to do that. And both XP and Vista didn't work either. So yeah, maybe it would probably be 95 or 98. So gutted, obviously, because it would have been awesome to be able to play it on the PC. I know I could probably emulate it, but it would have been cool to have played it on the PC. But I do have it on the SNES. You know, I've got Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3 on the SNES. You know, most gamers probably do anyway. So yeah, but to be fair, my guess was half confirmed, because it is still a CD after all. But it's actually not a proper CD as such. It's actually meant to be as a PC game. But I stuck it into the computer. It did come up saying it won't play on this version of Windows, but then on the flip side, it also let me open it up in iTunes, and I was actually able to play the full tracks in iTunes as well. It's got all the tracks, actually. You can access them through this disc. And I love it when some PC games do that. Sonic R on the PC does that. It also plays as a CD soundtrack as well as the actual game itself. So if you don't load the game up, you can just open up iTunes with the same disc in, and it will play sound file music from the game, which, as we know, is very cheesy. And also, if any one of you know of the game Daimo's Quest on the Philips CDI, that also plays as a CD as well. So if you don't want to play it on the console and you randomly want to listen to the music, which actually is quite cool for its time, I found, you can play that as CD as well. But yeah, this is a PC game, but it's and looking at it now, you can tell it is now that I know about it, because it says GT Interactive Software on the disc. Yeah, it's a CD I can play. I've not tested it on a CD player or like in my car, but I reckon it'd probably still play, to be fair. It does play in iTunes though, if all else fails. So gutted that I couldn't play the game side of it, but I can actually play it as a CD. So hopefully that all makes sense. So I was kind of, what I thought to start with was kind of true, but it's mainly a PC game, but it still didn't work anyway, so I'm just using it now as a CD. So there you go, all is not lost. Right, we're now going to move on to the non-gaming related thing first, and then we'll do the bigger thing at the end, because that's the thing I'm probably excited about, that as well as this box, but the thing after this is going to be quite big as well. Hope you don't mind a little bit of a long pickups video. People are coming home soon, so I want to try and get this done kind of soonish, but also I want to get everything in there as well. So this is a box that came about an hour ago, and I bought 4 of these once before, and showed them on camera as well. And if you want to check out that video, actually, I'll see if I can find it again. I'll put it in the link in the description, so you can have a look at it. or I might even put it as an annotation on the video if I remember. But basically, I was showing this particular thing in that video, and it was the first time I'd ever tried it, and I tried it on camera, and I absolutely loved it, and I loved it so much, I just fell in love with it. Oh, excuse me, I think I need to get out more, really. Now I've decided to order even more than what I ordered before. I ordered 4 before, and now I've ordered 12. So you may even already have kind of an idea of what it could be. What could you order 12 of? But there we go. Hopefully I haven't spoiled it too much, but I've decided it was a good idea not to open it before I started recording. So that's really clever, because now they've packaged it so well, which again I can't fault that, obviously. But because of that, I can't actually open it. And actually, you can't even see me opening it. And this is the whole point of this part of the video. Oh, it's because I'm sitting on the floor as well. I'll just raise my knees up. There we go. All is not lost. Right, so they have packaged this very, very well. I got this off Amazon, and it was... Do you know what? I've got a bit of a random taste in certain things. And I think it was almost 18 quid, something like that. I don't think it was quite 20. But you can only get these in America. You cannot get them in the UK at all. There is one shop that I have, well, one of my mates actually told me about, that actually does a different variety of these. Not this one, do a different variety that you can actually get in that shop in the UK, because they import it over for you and then you just buy. So they import it over and then stock it in their shop. But as far as I'm aware, this particular variety, I can't seem to find it anywhere in the UK yet, unless anyone else knows a shop that does it, where they import this one over. So this one, as far as I'm aware, at the moment, I do have to get from America. But then even in the shop in the UK, they charge extortionate amounts for it because they've imported it for you. So either way, you're going to spend a fair bit. Right, so... Oh, and because I've ordered 24, I get it in a big box. Oh, if you're a fan of, like, the original ones of these... So I've ordered, because I loved it so much, Dr. Pepper Vanilla Float. Now this is only available, unfortunately, in America. And you can tell it's America, because if you look at the Dr. Pepper logo, it's completely different to the UK logo. It's got the swirly bit on top of the P and stuff. And not only that, even more obvious is if you look at the rest of the box, you can see how it's all, you know, just look at the rest of the box and you'll see how it's, you can tell. You know, and you necessarily even got to look at the logo. So, oh man, Dr. Pepper Vanilla, guys, if you've never tried it and you like Dr. Pepper, you know, the original, you've got to try this. I'm not even kidding. The in the video that I did before, I ordered 4 Dr. Pepper Vanilla Floats and 4 Dr. Pepper Cherries. The cherry ones were absolutely amazing as well, but that's I found a shop in UK, or my friend has, that stock them, specialist items, but I haven't so far found any shops in the UK that import these over for you. So if I wanted the cherry ones, I could just go in that shop, to be fair, but they will still charge quite a lot. But for vanilla, I've got to get them so far off Amazon, and oh man, it's just so good. If I can get them out, just put the box down there. Oh look! And because obviously I only ordered 4 last time, I didn't obviously get them in a big box, and now I do. It's like, this is just great. But shall I tell you some really sad news? It's only limited edition. Look. Talk about dash my hope straight away. Look at that. Limited edition. Meaning, at some point, these will disappear off the face of the earth. So, it's already hard enough as it is to get hold of them, and now they're going to disappear at some point as well. It's not fair. It's so not fair. But they packaged it really well. There's a slight dent in the front of it, but that's obviously, you know, it has come all the way from America, to be fair. I am so... This only came about an hour ago. So, yeah, if you want to check out my first ever reaction to these, when I tried one for the first time, like I said, I've put the video in the description box so you can see me try it for the first time. And also you'll see the cherry ones on camera as well, which I've not ordered this time because these are quite pricey for these. So, and the cherry ones aren't limited edition, so I can get them anytime. These ones I kind of got to get them while stocks last, I guess. So, Dr. Pepper Vanilla, I'm going to stop going on about this because I could go on about it for ages. But These, oh my god, are amazing. If you like Dr Pepper and you like vanilla, if you like vanilla Coke, this is just like a taste sensation. Literally, it's like garlic bread. So yeah, right. I'm so happy. Right, so last thing, guys, I've saved. Well, I say I've saved the best till last because, in my opinion, these are sort of the best. But I have saved a really exciting thing till last. Now, one of my really good mates, who actually I was having a look at this with the other day, but I thought in the end, because he wasn't too sure what to do with it, and I was kind of had an idea, but I thought, you know what, because my brother's coming down and he is very, very technical minded, should I say. I'm sure he'll be able to do it a lot quicker than I'll be able to. But again, I'm showing this on camera as well, so that if any of you guys have either seen one of these, this particular style, obviously you've seen them before, but this particular one, if you've had it or you've got it, or you know, you've got just basically any general advice or hints or tips or anything you can kind of send over, it'd be very much appreciated. And I'll obviously use that to help me out as well. But basically, one of my good mates then, he bought this particular item off one of his other mates for 50 quid. Now, his mate, who bought the whole thing brand new in the first place, bought it for 120 quid. He then didn't use it, sold it to my mate for 50 quid, and then my mate never used it. So it never really got opened or anything. So it'd gone from his mate for 120 quid to him, my mate, for 50 quid. And then he started asking me if I wanted it, because he never used it. So he said, I bought it for 50 quid, how much do you want for it? And obviously I didn't want to be, you know, a douche and like fleece him or anything, because, you know, he's a really good mate of mine. So I didn't want to take the absolute, you know, mix, shall we say. But on the flip side, I did want to try and get it, you know, another good price still. So I said to him, well, obviously if he'd said no, he said no, but he said mates rates, that's fine. So I said to him, well, how about we look at it together and see if we can get it working? And in the end, we didn't, because we ended up playing Advanced Warfare for so long that then by the time we actually went, we hadn't even had a chance to look at it. So it didn't really happen. But anyway, I said to him, yeah, fine, it's all good and stuff. How about if I give you 30 quid for it? And he come back and said, yeah, it sounds good to me. So that was fine. I didn't know if he would really sort of allow that, but he did. And I didn't do it on purpose to sort of say, you know, oh, see how much I can get it for as cheap as possible. I just sort of threw a figure out there, and he accepted. So, you know, I'm really lucky. So I've now got £120 for 30 quid. So, you know, if any of you guys see it and think, you know, I've got a good deal there, let me know, because I'd like to think that I have. But let's just, the suspense is probably killing you guys, so let's put you out of your misery and show you that I've basically picked up from my mate, he very kindly sold it to me for 30 quid, and my dog's come back again to say hi, a HD PVR capture card, so personal HD TV recorder, so it's a video game capture card. I'm so stoked about this because I've always wanted a capture card. You've probably seen me say on videos before, if you follow my channel for a while, that I'm always saying about I need to get a capture card at some point. I've done some 360 gameplay vids in the past, and you know they've come out okay, but then I've sort of said over some of them, you know, I kind of wish I had a capture card. So this is, from what I can see, it says record your Xbox 360 or PS3 gameplay in HD and then upload and share online. So I was wondering if it would work on Xbox One, but I'm guessing it probably wouldn't. To be fair, until I've tried it, I suppose I'd never know. But I mean, if any of you guys out there know if this capture card would work on an Xbox One, just yeah, please let me know, because that would be absolutely awesome. I'd be really, really interested just to hear if anyone knows if this would work on an Xbox One, because that'd be even better, because I could start doing like, you know, some perfect footage of Xbox One games as well. I'm going to try and see if I can get this working and do some 360 stuff, which would be great as well. But yeah, if I could get this for you know, for Xbox One, that would be even better. But yeah, basically it's a capture card that enables you to record you know, gameplay footage in high definition and perfect footage as well, rather than shooting the camera at the TV to upload to YouTube and stuff. Now, it's got software included as well, which is really cool. So it's got a HD PVR. The software is called ArcSoft Total Media Extreme, which is great because I don't actually have any PC software. I've got Mac software, but I don't actually have any PC software that enables me to capture gameplay footage. And I was thinking to start with that I'd have to go for a hunt around to try and find one. But actually, turns out I've got on with it, so I'm really pleased about that. The box itself is empty because I've emptied it basically, but it gives you like a diagram on the back to give you an idea. So you kind of got the console there, and then you've got like the actual capture card itself, and the TV, and then the PC. Because some of you guys may know that I bought a PC not too long ago, a brand new PC with a brand new tower, because I'd had a Mac for a while and hadn't had a PC in ages, so I bought one, so I can obviously use that because that's what you'll use it mainly with. My dog's standing right in the way. Can you not see? I've got a box in my hand. I'm trying to show. I love the fact that she walks towards the camera, but then when she gets in front of the camera, she stops. You can keep walking. Keep going. Keep going. Otherwise, I'll have to shove you out the way. Good girl. So I've got that, and what I got with it was I got some like instructions and stuff. So I'm sure if my brother, for whatever reason, wasn't too sure, I could, use this. So I've got like some instructions and stuff about the software and things. And she's opened. Rose, you're letting the daylight in to the camera. Right. I've also got a plug. Plug here. I've got like another Xbox 360 lead. I've already got one of these, but it's always good to have a spare. And she's opened the door again. So I have to just deal with that. And then I've got a lead that goes from a USB, like from a PC tower, into the back of the capture card. So that's how it links from the capture card to the PC. And I've also, you gave me all of these leads as well. And I'm not really too sure what they're all for. And I don't know if I need all of them. Some of them say audio on them and some of them say video on them. But there are so many of them. Because when his mate sold it to me in the first place, he gave him the capture card and the leads without this. And then my mate went to walk away thinking that was it. And then his mate turned around again and said, no, wait, this as well. And then my mate was like, what do I do with that? So I'm a bit like that too. So yeah, basically they either say audio on them on the sticker, or they say video. So we've got that as well. And then saving it till last, this is the capture card itself. So it's a how do you pronounce that? Hauppauge. Hauppauge. I'm not too sure. So yeah, this is the actual thing itself. So let's show you on the back. There's quite a few ports on the back. I'm sure, with all the ports on the back, it's got something to do with this, I would have thought, but at the moment I'm not too sure really where each thing goes. So yeah, I'm really stoked, but again, I'm not too sure how to work it at the minute. You've got basically your power on button, you've got S video, and then you've got your video, and then left and right. So they're on the front, and then on the back, yeah, again you've got like, oh I see, because I've not really looked at this because I've only just got this. So you've got out and in, left and right, and you've got Y, PB, and PR. Okay, I'm sure I'll work that out. If any of you guys know what that means and can give me just a little bit of advice, that would be awesome. But other than that, I'm looking forward to seeing how this works. Now that port there, that one there, that's what this will go in. So that will go in there. And on the other side of that lead is a USB. So that's how I can connect that from there to the back of my PC tower. And obviously put the gameplay footage, install that as well. And, that will be at least a start anyway. So when my brother gets in, like I say, I'm going to look at it with him so he can give me some advice as well. But if any of you guys have got any yourself, please feel free to let me know, and I'll really be grateful to that, and I'll use some of your advice as well to help me out. So new capture card. It seems to only be PS3 and Xbox 360, but if any of you guys know if this particular model would do Xbox One as well, that would be awesome. Please let me know. Dr. Pepper Vanilla Float. Hurrah! So happy. Mortal Kombat 3, which is partly a CD soundtrack, but is mainly a PC game, but I can still play it as a music CD, even though I can't play it as a PC game because my version of Windows is too new, and that's only works on, I believe, 95 or possibly 98. And I've now got Advanced Warfare on Xbox One. So if any of you guys want to give me some online gaming of that, feel free to add me. Gamer tag is, Stormblade123. And before I go, dog, she's been present throughout most of the video. Thank you for keeping me company while I've been recording, even if you have been going right in front of the camera. You cute little gorgeous little thing. And we will see you very soon, won't we? So thanks very much. Hope you like the pickups. Yeah, I'm going to go now and sort some other stuff out, and then have a look at this capture card in a bit when my brother gets here. So thanks very much, everybody. Hope you don't mind it being half an hour video, because I've had quite a bit to show, and I tend to not get any pickups for a while, so when I do, I get loads together, and then I just do a massive big thing, as opposed to little ones that go throughout, that scatter around. I just tend to do the one big one. So hope you don't mind. I'm going to go and look at the capture card in a bit. Going to be on some Advanced Warfare later, yeah, I will give this a bit more of a listen, because I've listened to a few tracks already and I'm really liking it, and I'll also be drinking lots of this over Christmas as well. So thanks very much, everyone. Thanks for all your support, really appreciate it. I'll see you for another video very soon. Thank you very much. Take it easy.